Chris Watkin here, joined by Liana Loporto Brown, who's the El Pres of the National Association of Estate Agents. Liana, talk to me about women in estate agency, particularly your Facebook group and what you're trying to achieve with it. Talk to me.
Hi, Chris. So, yes, Claire Hughes, the amazing Claire Hughes, and myself have launched Women in Estate Agency Group.
It's a Facebook group.
It's a Facebook group, and it's a support network, and it's a safe place for. And I know it's a bit controversial, it's calling it a safe place, but we do talk about things like menopause, what shoes to wear on viewings, having been fired, some women, at 6 months pregnant, and just how to deal with the mum guilt, how to deal with imposter syndrome. So it's a really nice place, and it's women supporting each other.
You,
and
you have to be an estate agent, and
yes.
You have to be a woman to join. Is that correct?
Correct.
Because even I can't get in now. No.
So sorry.
Such is life. You know I'm a huge supporter of you guys, but right is right.
We do talk about you, especially the interviews, like Ellie Reese and Claire, the amazing Claire. I mean, again, there's women that are role models within our industry, that are not frightened to talk, that are leading the way for the younger women in our industry.
Well, you're one. As I say, we've got Ellie Reese, we've got Claire Hughes, we've got Abigail Gray,
Katie Griffin, Nicola Broomham.
Yeah.
The list is
Harry
is amazing. There's so many strong women. But not only, it's just a nice place that if there's something going on or you're not sure, if you're launching your business, you have questions, you can go there and ask without feeling the pressures of asking on LinkedIn, where you might get the negative comments or any kind of negative feedback at all.
What would your advice be to any woman who wants to get on but feels, I mean, you mentioned the word imposter syndrome. If you don't mind me saying, my experience interviewing women on the sofa is that particularly women do suffer from imposter syndrome.
They do. It's massive. And I think women and men suffer from imposter syndrome, but women let it affect them more than men do.
Yeah, I mean, I use, let's say there's 10 points that you need to have a job. If a man's got a 7, he'll go, oh yeah, sod it, we'll worry about the other 3. My experience is that if you've got 9 out of 10, a woman might not apply for the job. I
think it's probably even less than that, Chris. I think if a man has 4, he'll apply, and if a woman has doesn't have the 10, he won't. Okay. She won't.
Have you ever suffered from imposter syndrome?
In various occasions, I think everybody does in some way. And yes, of course, I think if you think you're so good and you never doubt yourself, then you don't push yourself, because then you don't feel out of your comfort zone. Okay. And that's when you excel, isn't it? When you push yourself into situations where you're not comfortable.
So how do you get around it?
I just get on with it, and there's various things that frighten me, like to bits. I have particular phobia, and I keep pushing myself to do it so that I overcome it, and that's one of the things that I will also tell my daughters. And also it's okay not to be good at everything. It's okay to focus on the things that you're really good at, and let the other things, leave them to someone else.
In the past, have you been a bit of a perfectionist?
Yes.
And how do you get over that one? Because that's a big one, especially letting agents.
I don't think you can let go of trying to be a perfectionist.
No, but again, there's people who are perfectionists who say, right, okay, look, I'm a firm believer that perfectionism is a mental disease. Okay, because you'll never get to perfect.
No, but you can accept that as long as you're doing your best. Then
that's different. That's I believe you should aim for excellence.
Yes.
Okay, because the opposite of mediocre is excellence, not perfection. And if you can aim for excellence, and how many times do you beat yourself up because you get to 98% and you beat yourself up because of the 2 that you missed, when in reality everyone else is at 70?
Yeah, I suppose I don't focus on it like that.
But you must have learned how to do that. Previously, in a previous life, you were a ballerina, which is all about perfection. How did you learn to deal with it? It's never going to go away, that mental, I need to be perfect. But how do you get around it that you can actually live your life and go for excellence?
I think there was
Is
a
that
bit
just
of a
come-
realization.
Does that just come with old age? With
With age,
maturity?
a little bit, but even losing mum, life is short. I'm 10 years off when, whatever, 12 years off when I lost her. And you can't put that pressure on you because it makes you unhappy and you don't want to spend your life being unhappy. And that's, I suppose that's what you do. As long as you do your best and you're aiming for the best, you can be, then, and you accept that, then yeah.
Okay. How do you deal with the perceived guilt of being a mother in a state agency? And again, I know I wouldn't ask that if you were a man, but that subject came up when talking to many women on this sofa. The ability to, to be a wife and a mother and run the household when, let's be honest, most men just walk around in a daze. I'm guilty of it.
I don't think I dealt with it very well, and now I recognize how important it is to be able to deal with it and show younger women that are coming into the industry, that want a long career in this industry, that it's there. You're always going to have the mum guilt, and you've just got to find something that works for you that alleviates it a little bit. I don't think you'll ever be rid of it.
And do you think that the way there forward is, again, using like vehicles such as the Women in Property Facebook group, where it's a safe environment, you can share this stuff?
And yes, safe, like just, listening to other women that have been through harder experiences that can give advice and teach and guide and mentor. And
it's interesting you say mentor, because I'm a huge fan of the Agents Together charitable foundation. And again, getting, you can actually ask for a woman mentor if you speak with Sam.
I know, but you just said I'm absolutely crazy for doing my own business and president. So I was about to say yes on the mentor, and I thought, do you know what? If I say this is my year of yes, Chris. So you don't get to be the president of an association, many times in life. Well, you could, but for me, this is my year. So I say yes, but I have to also be realistic. So at some point, that's definitely on my list.
Good stuff. What's your final word to any woman watching this who wants to get past that glass ceiling and kick on?
Join the group, ask for help if you need it, and you are good enough, and just go for it. There are, we all think that we're not good enough or that we might fail, but just if you don't try, then you'll always have that regret, and just don't have regrets. And join the group because the support is incredible.
Thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Chris.